If you're hunting for a webcam that promises 4K video quality, AI tracking, and professional audio, you might have landed on the Insta360 Link 2. It's touted as a premium webcam that's supposed to bring studio-grade visuals and intelligent features right to your desk for under $200. But here's what surprised me. The hype doesn't tell the full story. Despite a shiny 4.6-star rating and a decently solid price tag of $195.99, the Insta360 Link 2 comes with some serious quirks and notable drawbacks that might make you think twice before clicking that buy button. What's really going on behind this sleek webcam facade? Stick around because this honest review will reveal everything you need to know before you invest. Let's face it, webcams are more important than ever. Whether you're working from home, streaming your gameplay, or attending classes, a crisp, reliable camera can be a game changer. But with webcams, the devil is often in the details. You want amazing image quality and seamless tracking, but you surely don't want your expensive gear to frustrate you with compatibility hiccups or software that's more complex than your tax returns. The Insta360 Link 2 promises all of that and more. A 1.2 sensor capturing true 4K HDR visuals, cutting-edge AI noise cancellation for microphone clarity, and even a fancy DSLR-like bokeh effect for that professional touch. As a bonus, it can physically pan and tilt to keep you perfectly framed, a dream feature if you're tired of banging your head into the edge of the screen every 5 minutes. Sounds perfect, right? But here's the twist. Some of these impressive features can backfire, which is what we'll break down right now. First off, who exactly is the Insta360 Link 2 designed for? If you're a content creator, streamer, or professional who depends heavily on video quality and dynamic camera movement, this could be your dream device. The Link 2 aims to provide intelligent tracking so you don't have to worry about staying perfectly still. Plus, the advanced Link controller software offers a playground to fine-tune your settings for maximum impact. But if you're someone who just wants a reliable, plug-and-play webcam for Zoom calls or quick chats, this might be overkill and can cause more headaches than help. Let me explain. Digging into the technical specs, the 4K sensor clearly sets the Link 2 apart from most webcams at this price range. The 1.2 sensor size is comparatively larger than typical webcams, which means better light capture, richer colors, and higher dynamic range. HDR support also improves image rendering under mixed or challenging lighting. In practice, the video quality is impressive, especially if your workspace is well lit or you know how to tweak your lighting. The true-to-life colors and the natural bokeh mode give that DSLR aesthetic that content creators crave. Unfortunately, the magic fades a bit when lighting conditions are less than ideal, and autofocus can sometimes jitter, despite the phase detection autofocus technology installed. Ever noticed your camera suddenly chasing an invisible fly instead of focusing on your face? This happens more often than you'd expect. Now, the AI tracking feature is the Link 2's real selling point. It physically pans and tilts to keep you in frame, and it works pretty well in a controlled environment. You can move around your room and still stay front and center, which feels futuristic, kind of like having your own personal cameraman who never needs a coffee break. There's even gesture control and smartphone remote options to activate tracking or zoom, which is neat and adds convenience. But here's the kicker. The AI tracking can struggle in busy backgrounds or if you have pets or kids wandering around. It sometimes gets confused and swings wildly or loses track altogether, which can make you look like a disoriented character in a low-budget horror flick. For serious streamers or professionals, that kind of unpredictability might not be acceptable. Talking about sound, the Link 2 comes equipped with professional-grade microphones and uses advanced AI noise cancellation to reduce background noise. Whether it's the hum of your air conditioner or the barking dog next door, the goal is to keep your voice crystal clear. It mostly succeeds here, which is a breath of fresh air compared to budget webcams that sound like you're speaking inside a tin can. However, this level of audio sophistication makes the device a bit more power-hungry and can sometimes introduce latency or syncing issues during video calls, especially on older computers or less optimized software. Here is an unexpected curveball, though. Despite its advanced features, the Insta360 Link 2 has a glaring limitation. It's currently not compatible with ARM-based Windows systems, and Windows Hello face recognition won't work with it. So if you happen to be rocking a newer Windows machine with ARM architecture or rely on facial recognition login, prepare for disappointment. This makes the webcam less versatile for users with cutting-edge or alternative tech setups, limiting its appeal. While we're discussing software, the Link Controller desktop app provides access to tweaking options, scene modes like desk view and whiteboard, and general customization. It's actually a powerful suite, enabling you to personalize everything from zoom to exposure to the cool bokeh effect. But the interface isn't the most intuitive. Think of it as a sophisticated pilot's cockpit versus a head-up display. Beginners might find it overwhelming or unintuitive, which negates the plug-and-play promise of most webcams. Privacy is another thoughtful feature baked into the Link 2. The camera automatically tilts down after 10 seconds of inactivity, physically hiding the lens, and you can manually adjust this as well. For those concerned about unwanted spying through cameras, this is a great peace-of-mind feature. Although, if you're anything like me and occasionally forget to turn off your webcam, this automatic tilt-back will be a welcome surprise. Unfortunately, the motion is a bit noisy, kind of like a tiny robot groaning when it wakes up, so it could distract you if you're in a very quiet environment. Let me share a little story here. I tested the Insta360 Link 2 during an important video meeting. I was excited to show off the crystal-clear visuals and smooth tracking. Things started well, but then my dog ran into the room, and suddenly the camera whipped around like it noticed a UFO. My worried glance wasn't framed anymore, and the facial tracking jittered so much people joked I'd been abducted mid-call. While hilarious, this kind of erratic behavior isn't exactly professional, and if you can't guarantee a static background, the AI tracking may become your webcam's kryptonite. Now for some light humor to keep things entertaining. Why did the webcam go to therapy? Because it had too many focusing issues. And speaking of jokes, if you think this camera's price is a bargain, just remember, sometimes you get what you pay for, or in this case, slightly more than you bargained. If the Insta360 Link 2 had a motto, it would be, I pan, I tilt, I confuse. But seriously, it's a cool device with a few growing pains. So how does it handle compatibility? The Link 2 works smoothly with all major video conferencing and streaming platforms, Zoom, Teams, Twitch, and others. If your software ecosystem is mainstream, you'll rarely hit snags. But if you're someone who likes experimental tech, the lack of support for ARM Windows and Windows Hello face recognition might be a deal-breaker. That's a pop quiz you don't want to fail when your webcam refuses to work. If you're wondering whether the Insta360 Link 2 lives up to its claim as the ultimate webcam for streaming and creativity, the answer is mostly. It definitely adds value with its specialized modes like Desk View for showing your workspace or Whiteboard mode for teachers and creators. Combined with its professional audio and advanced hardware, it's a smart choice for users ready to invest time in mastering its quirks and software. But if you want a simple, straightforward camera with zero fuss, there are better options out there. Here's a quick comparison. For just a little less money, you can get a decent 1080p camera with no moving parts, zero tracking issues, and better plug-and-play simplicity. But do you get the same futuristic tracking and 4K clarity? Nope. So the Insta360 Link 2 caters to a niche group craving those high-end features and willing to tolerate some quirks for the wow factor. Now let's debunk a couple of myths. First, Many product pages hype this as a perfect webcam for any lighting. But as we saw, low light performance is good but not flawless. Second, the AI tracking is intelligent, yes, but not infallible. If you plan to toss in kids, pets, or multiple people, expect occasional confusion. Third, its advanced desktop software sounds fun, but if you're not tech-savvy, the setup and customization can feel like decoding hieroglyphics. To keep you hooked, what surprised me even more was how the privacy feature actually improves security while giving you a built-in off switch without covering the camera. Imagine a camera that literally lowers its head when you stop moving. If only my boss did that during meetings, am I right? Here's hoping they bring in a mute boss feature next. But jokes aside, the privacy tilt is a refreshing and thoughtful touch in an era where webcam security is a hot issue. In summary, the Insta360 Link 2 is a premium webcam loaded with innovative features like 4K true-to-life video, AI-driven physical tracking, professional audio with noise canceling, and versatile modes for streaming and creativity. It shines when put to professional use, especially for content creators who want dynamic framing and advanced control. However, it's not without flaws. Tracking can be unpredictable in complex environments, software has a learning curve, and it's incompatible with some newer Windows architectures. Is it worth your $195.99? If you're a streamer, creative professional, or tech enthusiast hunting for a webcam that goes beyond standard capabilities, this could be a fantastic addition to your setup, provided you know what you're getting into. On the flip side, if you want reliability, simplicity, and hassle-free video calls, cheaper or simpler webcams might better fit your needs. Before you make your final call, I highly recommend checking the current price on Amazon via the link in the description below. Prices tend to fluctuate quickly, and snagging a good deal goes a long way in cam shopping. Remember, sometimes spending a little more upfront for features you need is smart, but no one wants to pay for glitches they didn't sign up for. So should you buy the Insta360 Link 2? If you love the idea of crystal clear 4K quality, AI tracking that physically follows you around, and top-tier audio with noise cancellation, and you don't mind the occasional software quirks, it's a solid choice. Just prepare for a little patience during setup and some trial and error with the tracking in busy rooms. On the plus side, when it works well, it really elevates your video presence in a way simpler webcams can't. And hey, we all want to look like a pro on camera these days, right? To wrap it up, the Insta360 Link 2 is ambitious and innovative, sometimes a bit too much so, but it sets a high bar for what webcams can do. Whether it's a holy grail or a heartbreaker depends on your needs, expectations, and willingness to dive into its features. Either way, it's a fascinating piece of tech that's worth considering if you're serious about upping your video game. Don't forget, check the latest price on Amazon through the link below before making your move. Good luck and happy streaming.